That's embarrassing. People who do this should be embarrassed, honestly. And you know, the worst part is now we're out of golden great arrows. We got one left. It's such a fucking shame, honestly. Like, actually. This is the kind of person that I want to just sit in their world. Just so that they don't get any more fucking runes. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just sit here. Unfortunately, that makes this the end of my invasions. So, sorry guys, I know that was a very anticlimactic ending. I usually like to end on a win. But where we don't have any more great arrows, and, you know, I can't leave this person, well, I could, but I'm not gonna leave this person's world because it encourages them to keep doing this. And, yeah. So, I'm gonna be sitting here for, I'm literally just gonna leave the game on and sit here for however long. But yeah, I'm just gonna chill here and leave this on so that the AFK farmer doesn't get any more runes. Because we've got to do whatever we can to discourage people from doing this garbage, especially when the DLC comes out. If there are places in the DLC where there can be AFK farmers, I'm going to be really annoyed. FromSoft should really fucking do something about this. This is not just embarrassing both for the player who's doing it, but for FromSoft also, because this is a cycle that ruins the experience, not just for the AFK farmer and the blues and for reds like me, but it ruins content, you know, so people who are trying to watch someone do invasions online, it ruins their content. It fucking shows how toxic the player base is with the selfishness of experience. And more than all of that, it's just fucking embarrassing that players will sit here and leave their game on with themselves in a spot that can't be reached so that they can make 2,000 runes every like 5 minutes. It literally shows how fucking brain dead some of the player base in this game is, and I've got to say, it really hurts me to see exactly how brain dead they are, because that's literally the only fucking word for it, is brain dead. You have to be actually brain dead to sit and leave your game on to AFK farm. Like, there's no other word for it. You could go to the Haylake tree and you could farm the one clean rot knight just outside Prayer Room Grace for 6,800 runes that you can kill him and then run back to the Grace and then kill him and run back to the Grace and kill him and run back to the Grace, and you can do it 3 to 4 times in a minute, and you would get, so that's 6,800 times 4, so we'll just call that 24,000 runes. You could get that in about a minute, as opposed to leaving your game on and getting, what is it, 2,000 runes every fucking 5 minutes or so, something like that. Because you know, an invader's gonna show up, they're gonna wander around, they're gonna try and figure out where you are, and eventually they might even spend time trying to you know, get to you, or trying to deal with this, like what I'm doing right now, trying to actually give them a negative experience of what they're doing so that they can't continuously sit there and think that this is a good thing for them to do. And it is really just embarrassing. Like, if you're an AFK farmer, or especially the YouTubers who've shown people how to do AFK farming, you should be fucking embarrassed. Because, like, this guy hasn't even gotten a blue or anything. And, like, that's what bothers me the most, is he's not even just trying to hurt reds by... And the worst part is, it doesn't hurt us at all. All we have to do is leave. That's it. That's all we've got to do is walk away. Walk away, go, you're fucking dumb, and walk away. But most of us are the kind of people that are determined and want to see things through. So that's why I'm the kind of person that would be like, I want to sit here and make it so that less reds can come into their world who will just leave and give them the souls they're asking for. Because to me, that's exactly what they want you to do, and that's why you shouldn't do that. You should rebel against that. But fucking, I don't know. It bothers me. It bothers me a lot that this is actually something that's even doable in the game, much less that people are still fucking doing 2 years after launch. This is something I thought was going to be a noob epidemic. You know, this was quite common when Elden Ring first launched for AFK farmers to be a thing. Like, most of them were doing it in Liurnia. They were doing it on that tree where there's, or on that building where there's tree jump, and fucking, that was actually kind of an interesting dynamic, at least. Like, you can get there from here where this guy is, but fucking I'm not going to. I don't have the equipment to do it. You have to have 2 pieces of equipment that are dynamically opposed unless you're running a faith dexterity build. You have to be, at least I'm pretty sure, you have to have the Hand of Melania and you have to have Marika's Hammer. And I'm sorry, but most builds can't even run those. You know? The Hand of Melania literally requires 40 dex. My build does have that. I can use the Hand of Melania on it. But that doesn't mean I can use Marika's Hammer, which requires 24 faith. And that's on top of the fact that we have to use a glitch to be able to get to them. Which means you have to have practiced the glitch. And while, yes, I'm sitting here in a place where I could feasibly sit and practice it again and again until I got it right, fucking, it's sad. Oh, you hear that? They're moving around back there now. They've realized that, hey, invaders aren't coming in anymore. I'm not getting my runes now. So they're starting to wonder what they're going to do next. Or what I might be trying to do. You know? Maybe they think I'm... like, they almost certainly have no idea that I'm just sitting here trying to stall them out and make it so that they can't continuously do what they're doing. It would be far more reasonable to assume I'm doing literally anything else. You know? Like trying to find a way to get to them or doing something. But as long as I don't give up, eventually this will get on their nerves because they'll realize, hey, what I'm doing isn't working. And that's what I want. I want them to go, this isn't working, and give up on it. So this is why I think invaders who run into AFK farmers, even if you can't actually deal with them yourself, if you have the time, I think it is prudent to sit and force your AFK farmer to try and, you know, figure out what's going on, or give up, or something, you know? Like, the worst case scenario is they have to actually come out of hiding and try and stop you from stopping them. And that's great, because then you can fucking crush them, because there's no chance they're not gonna be a complete fucking scrub. And yeah, you know, yeah, I hear them. They're doing stuff over there. They're starting to get frustrated because I haven't left, and that's good. That's what I want. I want you to wonder what I'm doing and why I'm doing it and how it's affecting you. I want you to get frustrated. That's right. That's right, bitch. You know what? This was a good ending.